Good day, everybody. It's TJ Jones, Conrad, and Jelani, and this is Inside Men. Today, we got a special episode for you. We talking about winner takes all. Now, there's a lot of things that's going on right now as far as J. Cole dropping out a new album, the NBA play-in, and also the playoffs, and also the Kwame Brown situation where he's beefing with All Smoke, the All the Smoke podcast, and also the Breakfast Club podcast. Now, winner takes all. Who's the top? Now, what do you guys think about J. Cole album?
I thought it was good. It's not like the best album I ever heard, but it was definitely the best album so far this year.
Well, what were we in, May? So who else dropped the album this year that you're saying that?
I don't know. I'm sure there's been some albums. It's the best album I've heard this year.
But nobody got a buzz is basically what you're saying.
The only other thing that had a buzz was the Young Stoner Life, Young Thug and his team's album. That was good too. But,
that was?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta listen to it then. I'm a huge Young Thug fan.
Yeah, Young Thug is dope.
I gotta check that out.
Cole's album, I guess, was better to me.
I listen to his. You know what's so crazy? You guys know me. You guys are my brothers. You know me. I don't do the trends of what everybody else does. So this is actually his first album that I've ever listened to, and I actually like it. He has a message in his rhymes that I like. He has Apply the Pressure, or what's it called? Apply the Pressure, right? So he has that one. I like that, and then he has one that's called Close as well. I like that one too. I like his flow. Now, did you listen to the new album?
No, I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
But his previous music.
No, I've heard his previous music.
You like him? You a fan?
I like J. Cole. I'm not gonna say I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, when he drops, I listen to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna beat the drum for J. Cole. I'm not arguing on his behalf.
Mm-hmm. Because they said that was one of the most anticipated albums to come out.
Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it might have been like 2 albums ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think the song "Tale of Two Cities," if I'm correct. Yo, there was a video of him recording that. I mean, of him performing it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a crowd that hyped. Like, the whole crowd went crazy during that whole performance of that song.
I haven't seen it, but I have.
It's on YouTube. You'll be able to see it.
I haven't seen it, but I have to disagree with you because the DMX, when he did his joint at you know what I'm talking about. Woodstock.
Yeah.
When he did it at Woodstock,
Mm-hmm.
that crowd was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That was crazy. That has to be probably one of the biggest performances. But we don't necessarily listen to his music, but it is good though. But have you guys seen him on the basketball court?
I saw a couple clips.
This guy got in his first game. He had 3 points, 3 assists. It was terrible. And then they showed another clip of him playing ball where he's shooting air balls.
Did you see the screens he was setting that game?
Bad. What about them? Dirty or clean?
Listen, the man's 35 years old, jumping into basketball for the first time since like college.
Okay.
I'm not about to criticize him.
No, but it ain't about criticizing him. Listen, if somebody gives you an opportunity, you got to bring your A game.
How you know that's not his A game?
Then that's terrible.
He's 35.
What does that mean?
He ain't 25.
What does that mean?
He's playing against dudes who've been playing basketball
I think
for the last few
but
years.
that's another thing I can say to that. If you are good street ball, does not mean that you're going to transition well and professionally.
I think you can still criticize him.
Of course.
For his play.
Not if you can't do better.
They got
there's a lot of people that can't do better. Sports analysts can't do better than athletes, but they still criticize them.
Yeah, but those are professional athletes.
But I mean, if he's gonna jump into a league,
but hold on, real quick. Let me ask you a question. So, what's the definition of a professional athlete? Because now that he's playing a professional sport, wouldn't you classify him as a professional athlete?
Playing in the inaugural African league.
So you don't respect the league. You don't respect.
No, I don't.
You see what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, right?
I get you saying.
Okay, name the best player in that league.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I have no idea.
But it's still a professional league.
It's in its inaugural first season. He just played 1 week. He's 1 week in.
But he's playing in Africa. Africa is known for football, which is soccer. So now they bring in the sport of basketball there, and he's actually a participant.
But what I'm saying is there's other Africans who've been playing for years, and they're in prime physical shape. Did you see him? Does he even look like he's in shape?
No.
He does not at all.
Not
he looks
at all.
like a 35-year-old who got a shot. So
Like
I'm not going to criticize him because I know he's going to be terrible.
But I'm curious to how that opportunity even came about, though.
Probably reached out or something. You know, he's connected. He's always at the NBA games.
Well, yes, because he's always at the NBA games. They
then-
probably reached out to him.
Yeah, but then also he's a name, so he would they would assume that because he's J. Cole, he's a big time American artist that him playing in that league would attract viewership. So
Yeah.
And during the bubble, there was talk that Detroit Pistons wanted him. So
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it wasn't real, but
Oh,
it was
thank
just
God.
talk. So
Thank God. That's a big embarrassment.
yeah, that would be bad.
I think that it's kind of like the Trump situation as far as Trump never having any his resume is not he's not a politician. You cannot walk off the street and go to a professional sporting arena and play a game. You cannot do that. And he embarrassed himself. And the memes are saying, listen, thank God he could rap and got something to fall back on.
I don't think he embarrassed himself though. He's stepping out there. I don't think he said I'm going to be Michael Jordan. He said I'm going to play.
But the man is shooting air balls.
He's shooting them though.
What meaning what?
How can you say he's embarrassing himself if he's still going out there and playing? Like,
If somebody gave you an opportunity, you're going to bring your A game.
he's already J. Cole. He's not embarrassing himself.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
like it doesn't. I can't say he's embarrassing.
Okay,
himself. I think
okay.
that's too far.
Okay. Nate Robinson embarrassed himself?
Doing what? Boxing?
Yeah.
J.
Yeah,
Cole.
that was dumb.
No, but you just said but Nate Robinson already has a name for himself.
That was as what?
As a
As
professional
a
basketball
failed
player.
basketball player?
No,
failed
stop it,
basketball
stop it,
player.
stop
Oh,
it.
come on,
Stop
man.
it. Stop it.
Nate Robinson
Stop
is a
it.
damn punchline, bro.
No, stop it.
He
He's
won
a
a dunk
punchline.
contest and all that, right?
He's
He's a three-time
punchline.
champion.
Yeah,
He's a punchline.
now.
He's a three-time
He
champion.
was a punchline in the league.
When? How?
D'Antoni
he was-
didn't even want him.
Listen,
D'Antoni
all right.
wants everybody.
And I'm a diehard Knicks
getting-
fan.
we going off course.
When D'Antoni sat him for those games, he came back. He scored 40-something off the bench.
Nate Robinson is a bust.
Can you beat him?
Now probably
I
I can
don't-
beat him in
I
a
don't-
fight.
I don't
I can beat him
think-
in a fight.
I don't think Nate
He's probably
Robinson. I don't think
one
Nate
of the most
Robinson was a
athletic
bust.
people.
I
Nah,
don't think he was a bust. He
I'm
had
just
a
joking.
full on career.
I'm just kidding. He wasn't a bust.
But he was probably one of the most athletic people.
Where was he drafted at?
New York.
No,
2006.
like his draft position.
That I don't remember.
Was he
I
in
don't
first,
think-
second round?
he's
No,
sec-
first
I
round,
think it was
first round.
second round.
Can
or
a second round pick be a bust? There's no expectation
No,
for them.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because there's no
Their
expectation. They
contract's
barely,
not even
they
guaranteed
barely even
like
make
that.
the team most of the time.
If you a second round pick and you actually play well, they'd be like, "Damn, where the hell was you?"
Because
At?
you're
They're gonna
considered a
say-
gem.
Yes, they're gonna say everybody looked over you.
Yep.
Yeah, you're considered a gem. But I don't think you could be a second round bust in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nah.
They barely make the team anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Most
'Cause
first
it's-
rounders don't make the team.
Well, I was about to say that because
Outside the lottery picks.
only few second round players actually made a name for themselves and had a successful career.
Oh, 100%.
And then you have some first round players, they're out the league.
They don't even play.
Before a decade.
Yep.
You know, it's tough, man. It's tough, man.
But they say the average career for a ball player is 3 years. So
Really?
Yeah. NFL, NBA, all that. The average career is 3-4
Yeah,
years.
you got to bring your A game then.
Yeah, and you also need to save your money, and that's the thing. A lot of ball players, they don't wait till they get that second contract to ball out. They ball out on that rookie deal, and it's
End
just
up living check to check when you making stupid money.
Yeah.
exactly. So it's just like enjoy your rookie check money, but wait till you get that second extension, that second contract, and then you spend a little money.
But most of them say that they want to get themselves a house and they want to get their mother a house. So that's
which
where a
is
lot
the
of
worst thing you can do.
What's the worst thing you can do?
Because a house is a bad asset.
But I'm gonna tell you,
It's not even
how?
an
You need a
asset.
place to live.
Yeah, you need a place to live.
Where
but-
y'all been living? She fine.
What
Why you got to buy her a big house right
no,
now?
listen. Wale said it in his rhyme. Listen, if your mother's still struggling, you ain't do nothing.
Yeah, but you don't gotta buy your mother a house.
Why
You
not?
no, what I'm trying to say is if you come from a struggling situation, say you live in the projects, you make it to the NBA, you don't have to go out and buy your mother $1 million home. You could go put her in a luxury fucking condo in a luxury complex.
Yeah, you could do.
That's
Yeah.
gated. You know what I'm saying?
You could do
A
that.
lot of people get money and they want to go invest their money in
Things they don't need.
poor things to invest in. So. But I mean, an NBA player, making millions of dollars, I guess they can buy a house.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I like I'm saying I'm not saying they necessarily have to buy them a house, but definitely listen, I'm famous. I'm taking my mother out to
100%,
a nice
of
place.
100%,
Yeah.
of course.
You're not gonna leave her in the project.
No,
All
of
right,
course
I'm
not.
gonna come see you one day.
But I'm not putting you in a $1.5 million home.
Yeah, not first contract.
Not the first
Definitely
contract,
Not first
no.
contract.
Because you never know what can happen with your career. You
Absolutely.
can tear 2 ACLs and Achilles and be done.
Yeah, but I'm sure,
So-
I'm sure anybody's mother. I know my mother. She'll be like,
But-
"No, you don't have to do that for me. You don't have to do that."
Let me.
Because she wants the best for me. So a lot of mothers probably would.
How do y'all feel about? I know this is definitely off topic from what we said we was gonna talk about. How do y'all feel about players converting their checks into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and all that?
I mean, I feel like they should be investing in any way they possibly can. You got to diversify. So, like, if they just think they're gonna collect these checks and buy these cars and buy all this stuff, and the money's not gonna evaporate, then you got to do different things.
This is one ball player. He's a football player. He signed a veteran minimum contract, $900K, and he had that whole salary get converted into Bitcoin.
I heard.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's good. You could turn that $900K into a couple million.
Good, and that could be officially a good quote unquote contract where you can make
Yeah.
a substantial amount of money. Didn't 50 do that?
I'm not too sure. Another ball player.
I know 50 invested some type of money into the Bitcoin situation.
Well, I mean, he should. 50's a millionaire.
No, I'm talking about his first album or something like that. I did. Hear that.
But there was actually a ball player that converted his check into Bitcoin, and I mean, obviously before the drop that occurred a couple days ago, I heard that the money that he got in return from Bitcoin from what he got paid that year was insane. Like, great investment.
That's good. That's good. Yo, actually, I've spoken to a lot of people, man, who give you a lot of praise because you actually gave them some insight about the stock market.
Oh,
So yeah. So a lot of people
always
did
on
that,
it,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Always on it.
So
Always
how
on
much should they give you a cut? How much of a cut should they give you?
Nah, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing.
But right now, as far as the NBA going, the play-in is going on right now. Now the Warriors are playing tonight. They're playing the Grizzlies. Who you think gonna win?
Matter of fact, before we get to that, I want to know y'all take on the play-in. I know a lot of people
I
don't like
respect
it,
it.
and I know a lot of people do like it.
I respect it, and I'll tell you why. I respect it and I like it because towards the end of the season, a lot of the stars would sit out games. Load management. Now, there's no opportunity for load management because you need to bring your A game because you're going to be in that play-in tournament, and nobody wants to get into that play-in tournament. LeBron never said anything about the play-in tournament until he fell in the play-in tournament.
Right.
When he was number 1, 2, and 3, he didn't say anything. Once he started 7, 8, oh, man, whoever started this play-in tournament needs to get fired. No. It's because it's not beneficial to you at the current moment. But I love it as a fan, as an audience member. I love it.
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. I can understand why players don't like it, though, especially if you've been working all year to get to that 7 or 8, and that 9 and 10 are like 7 games behind you, and now they got an opportunity. But from a fan perspective, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. But a lot of players have an argument with it because they're so used to 1 to 8, 1 to 8. In a few years, because Adam Silver said that he's going to try to make this a permanent situation. He has to talk. Yeah, he's trying to make the play-in a permanent situation. He said he had to talk to 2 parties about it. But in a few years, once this becomes the regular, it's not going to be much of an issue no more. Everybody's going to forget that it was 1 to 8. It's going to be playing. I got to get to the top 6, so I'm not there. So now these guys are resting.
Yeah, make them play more, man. No more this load managing shit.
Exactly. Everybody says it. You get paid so much money. What are you doing sitting on the bench? What are you doing sitting on the bench?
That's why I don't go to basketball games. I saw you in the Garden.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many times I went to go see D-Wade play?
Really?
I saw him play one time, and that was his last game in Miami against Philly when he retired. Every other game I went to, he wasn't there.
Really?
Yeah. Injured. Wasn't playing. Didn't play. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm sorry. You saw he was at the Knicks or you was traveling to Miami?
No, I went to Miami for that last game in Miami the year he retired.
Yes.
Remember when he was playing on the Bulls? They came out here to
Correct.
see the Knicks. I went to go to that game, but he didn't play.
Yes. He was hurt.
But and I went to other games to go see D-Wade play when he came out here, and he wouldn't play. So I don't typically like going to basketball games, especially with low management. These tickets are a lot of money, and we go to see the players play. We don't go to see unless you're a Knicks fan, you're going because you got season tickets and you're a Knicks fan. But for me, I'm going to see specific players.
Yes.
I'm a player fan when it comes to basketball. I'm not a team fan.
Correct.
So I go to see players, and with the way these players are when it comes down to playing away games, it's not worth the risk.
Now, Kobe was your favorite player. Did you see Kobe in action?
Live? No. I don't like live sporting events.
Really?
You don't?
Yeah.
Bro, you got to go to a football game, man.
I've been to one. I don't
like them?
Unless I can afford to sit closer, but being
100%.
far away, I'd rather watch it from home.
Yeah, because
100%.
I agree with that. I agree with that because you wind up, if you're too far back, you wind up watching off the Jumbotron anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yes, you watch, and you like, damn, man, I could have watched it in big screen at home.
At home.
You know, so
If-
I get that. But on the flip side, just the experience is different because
Doesn't do anything for me.
the experience is different. Well, all right, it doesn't do anything for you, but just in general, the experience is different because I remember going to my very first basketball game. It was the Charlotte Hornets versus the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah. And Muggsy Bogues was playing in the league. I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. And at the time, I watched basketball. During commercials, you don't see what takes place. So during the commercial, they were having little acts and stuff on the game during that timeout. And I was in awe because I was like, damn, I never knew that this actually took place. So it's all about the experience, especially like you're saying, you're a grown man. For a little kid, they might be in awe just as well because not knowing that this is what actually takes place during halftime and in timeouts and delays of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the playing game.
I'm okay with it. I'm not here to reward losing teams. So
Who you awarding?
if you've been that bad,
You
to be
talking about
you've been that
9
bad
and
to be a
10?
10th seed, and if you're playing an 82 game season and you're 35 and 40 whatever, I don't feel like a team that's been that bad should be awarded an opportunity to
But
play.
you
in
still
April.
you got to win 2 games. So it's
Doesn't
not like
matter.
you win 1 and you're in. You got to
Doesn't
win
matter.
2
You
games.
suck the whole season. You shouldn't get this opportunity to play.
Do they really suck? Because you know the West numbers are always close.
But then look at it like this: when you look at a Laker team who was dominant just 2 years ago, they were a top 3 seed before Braun went down. You know what I'm saying, with the groin injury. Then you got this year top team before top what 2 seed.
Yeah, they were third the last game LeBron played.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then he goes out. Braun misses 20-something games.
AD missed two months.
Yeah, and now they fighting. And then you got this playing tournament. You got these bum teams that suck the whole season, and then they get a chance to possibly upset somebody. Like what Steph has done this year, there's no reason why he should get upset and let a bum team knock him out the playoffs. Granted, they're
going to win tonight.
I don't know. That's the thing about the play-in. But what he's done, being the only person on that team, James Wiseman sucks.
Oh man,
Wiggins sucks. He got better as the season went on, and we're not even gonna talk about Draymond.
I'm a Draymond fan.
He's
so
a
what you
bum.
gotta say? No,
He's
stop
a
it, stop
bum.
it. No.
Listen.
Draymond plays within his skill set.
He's a bum.
He plays within his skill
What's his
set.
skill set? What is he good at?
Facilitating
Talking
and playing
shit.
defense. Facilitating and playing defense.
I'll give you that.
Bro,
That's it.
bro, listen. While all that's important, don't get it twisted.
He does everything besides try to score.
Which is the most important part of the
that's
game.
not. No, that's
That's
not.
how
It's
you
only
win.
one.
That's how you win.
It's only
That's
one.
how, bro.
Hear me out.
Hold on.
It's
No,
only
you
one
hear me
basketball.
out. You hear me out.
One
You
basketball.
win when you score points.
Okay.
Can you get me a bucket? When
He
it
can
comes
score.
when it
He
comes
can
down to any
score.
player.
He can score. He had like 2 points the other
No,
day.
listen.
He can't
No.
score.
He can score, but he doesn't look to
Can
score.
you get me a bucket?
He can.
He can't,
No,
bro.
Why he
He
can't?
He can't.
He can't.
Look
when
at
he
his career.
played,
He
listen, when
averaged like 7 points a game,
all right,
bro.
because listen, are you
yo.
looking to take the shot? Are you looking to take the shot when you have Clay, Steph on your team, and
Yeah.
even when they had Harrison Barnes and Iguodala?
Yes, if you open,
and
you take
Kevin
it.
Durant,
Yeah.
he takes it when he's open.
And he misses.
No, because they have a system.
He talks
They have
shit,
a
get technical
system.
fouls, and get the team riled up.
See,
Poking people in the
Listen,
eyes.
listen. He's one of my favorite players. But that right there, I do disagree with. Sometimes he does play dirty. I can admit that. But overall, he plays within his skill set. He's not trying to do anything that he's not capable of doing. He plays within his skill set. He knows that he and Steph have a good tandem where once I get the ball, you can run off the curls, and I'm going to give it to you for a layup or for a three.
What is he doing?
Without him, without Draymond, that team would not be as good. Without Draymond,
They couldn't
that team
find
would not
somebody
be
else to set screens. They couldn't find somebody else to set
No,
screens.
it's not about no. It's not about just setting screens.
Yes, it is.
It's not about just setting
Listen,
screens. Are
they
you
could
kidding me
run
right
that
now?
offense through Steph Curry if they wanted to. They just do that so that he can get catch and shoots. But he can run the offense through
Steph
Steph
can run
if they
around
wanted
1,000
to.
different screens and get open so he can pass them.
Are you come on? Are you really crying?
Because I'm laughing.
Are you kidding me right now?
that Draymond Green. Yo, bro.
Yes, Draymond.
Draymond Green is
Draymond
so,
is the glue.
He's so overrated, bro.
No, he's not.
He is.
He's
if you
in
put
the
him
right-
on any other team,
He's in the right.
he would be.
No,
He's
huge.
DeAndre
No,
Jordan
no,
on any other team.
no,
you saw how DeAndre
he's not.
Jordan was on the Clippers?
No.
And then you saw
No.
him when he went to another team?
No,
a complete
that's
bum.
different. That's different.
No, that's what he...
Listen, DeAndre is with athleticism. Draymond has a skill set. With that being, and he plays within the system. So yes, you're saying Draymond is going to be different. Let's say he goes to Charlotte. He might not be as good as on
He
Charlotte.
would be on the bench. Gordon Hayward
all
be
right.
starting over him.
Probably because that's not a system. He needs a system. He would thrive well.
Which
He would
means
thrive
he's
well
trash.
if he went to
Exactly
San-
means he's
No,
trash.
that's not true.
Yes,
That
he's
is
a
not
system
true.
player.
You need a
That's not-
system.
Ho. Tim Duncan trash?
No,
Tim Duncan's not a system player.
You could
Okay.
give the ball to Tim Duncan and he'll get you 30.
Okay, no,
He
but
get
he
you a
played in
bucket.
the system.
He'll get
what
you
about
a-
what about
every-
what about Kawhi?
Everybody plays.
These guys plays in the system.
everybody
Kawhi is
play-
still giving you 25.
Everybody
They play
plays in
the
the
system. They play in the system.
Everybody plays within a system.
No, not necessarily.
Everybody plays within a system. Every coach has a system. Everybody plays within a system. Yes, you got some players that can only thrive within certain systems. But then you got players that's going to thrive wherever they go. Russell Westbrook doesn't need a system. Tim Duncan didn't need a system. Draymond Green needs a system. He's a bum.
You believe that?
Yes, 100%.
I don't believe it.
Can he get you a bucket? No, he's a bum.
All right.
That's it.
So we got the playoffs actually starting on Sunday. So what's your take on it? We got Philly versus Washington. Who you got?
I think Philly in 7.
7.
I think Washington's going to push them, man. I don't think they're going to have enough to get over the
Washington.
I don't think 7. I would say 6 if you ask me.
Washington's going to win one game.
You think one?
They're gonna win one game.
I'll get that. I could agree with
That
that.
series
One
is-
maximum
They got no
2.
answer for Joel
series-
Embiid.
that
But then they
series
got no
is
answer.
0-5.
Then they got no answer for Russ. If Russ is playing
Ben
with
Simmons is one of the best
No.
defensive players.
yes,
in the
he
league.
is, but he can't keep up with him. He's too fast. He's way too
The
fast.
problem is if you let Russ do that.
But see, the thing about it is, you gotta let Russ be Russ.
Correct.
Russ is gonna do some dumb shit like he does
Exactly.
every year in the playoffs.
Always.
Regular season Russ and playoff Russ are 2 days. He tries too hard in the playoffs.
You think-
he's gonna do dumb shit? He's gonna shoot
But-
the ball 27 times and only make 6 shots.
But who else he's giving the ball to?
Bradley Beal.
That's it.
And when you putting
That's
up 18, 20 assists in the last month, man, continue
That's
passing
a-
that
yep,
ball.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
worked.
Iverson,
We're
numbers
not talking
work
about
that-
Iverson,
but hear
bro.
me out.
The most
Iverson-
selfish basketball player I've ever seen play the game, bro.
Who is that?
Iverson.
He's the most selfish.
Me, myself, and Iverson, yes.
He didn't have anybody.
Now, a lot of people didn't have anybody.
Who? Who's a lot of people that
Look
didn't
who
have
LeBron
anybody?
has taken
No,
to the finals,
no.
bro.
1 year.
It doesn't
1 year.
matter.
1 year.
It doesn't matter. He pushed one of the best
One-
teams in the league with
Iverson
nobody.
only did
No.
it 1 year too.
No,
Exactly.
no.
Exactly.
No,
Did it 1
no,
year,
no,
too.
no. Hear me out. He's saying that there's a lot of players who get to the finals that don't have a team. One
A
time.
lot of players get to
But
the.
whom?
LeBron waited to the finals
One
with no
time.
team.
One time in 2007 versus the Spurs.
And he was in the finals with the
Okay.
other Cleveland team against the other Warriors.
They had a good team.
No,
You had
Kevin Love.
Kyrie and-
They were hurt. Kevin Love and Kyrie was
Listen,
out.
hear me
Matthew
out.
Dellavedova was the second best player on the team.
Yes, they got hurt during the playoffs.
Right, but they weren't there for the finals.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. They listen.
Kyrie went down in the
2002
Kyrie went down in the first series against Boston. Kyrie went down.
But listen, you got to understand. They still got to the playoffs.
But they still
They
had
still
to
got
win
to-
3 other series without their best players.
They still got to the playoffs. But then you're talking about who I would arguably say is the greatest of all time, and LeBron on your team. He had the record that he had because he had those players. They were once healthy. You can't say that, all right, no problem. We're going to get you all the way to this point, and then it doesn't even matter because they got hurt. No, he
it the
had
last
their
year.
help.
What about the last year in Cleveland after Kyrie was traded? He went to the finals again.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that.
It's
Kyrie
But
got
he
traded
still,
to
he still,
Boston.
who's the point guard?
LeBron. They got Isaiah Thomas, and he was injured. He didn't play.
Oh, you talking about when they had Wade and everybody there?
Wade wasn't there for the final. They got rid of Wade.
I know, but that's the year you talking about when they had J.R. Smith and them?
Just they made a trade like every 3 weeks. They was bringing in new players, and man took them to the finals again. I'm sorry, LeBron's the GOAT. Kobe's my favorite player of all time.
LeBron's the best basketball player I've ever seen.
Say it again?
LeBron's the best basketball player.
Wow. So it's unanimous on this show.
100%.
No, because I'm going to tell you why. LeBron is able to make players better. He's unselfish. And as much as people say he's a pass-first guy, this man is top 10, top 5 in scoring. Really? Yep. That's crazy. And he doesn't look to score, yet he's there. He makes everybody better. He's there consistently. You can't – listen, it doesn't matter. You're going to say, compare his rings to Jordan rings. You can't keep doing that because if anybody – then you got to say Bill Russell. Yeah, who got the most?
The whole ring.
You can't say it matters in this category, but it doesn't matter in that category. You can't do that. In my book, I got to go with LeBron.
LeBron is the best player to ever play in the league. I think so.
Fact. Look at the last game against the Warriors. He was telling his players where to go and then throwing the ball to them. I'm like, yo, they're not like this dude is just. He's like, yo, go right there. Come set the screen. And he couldn't move, and he's just dropping dimes. I'm like, yo, this dude's next level, man.
Are you talking about Forrest James? You talking about Forrest James?
I'm talking about the dude who got assaulted on the court.
The man.
Finger in his eye.
As much as I love LeBron, the dude said, I was seeing 3 rims and shot at the middle. I'm like, Lord, this man think he's still on the set of Space Jam, bro.
You don't believe that?
He think he's still on this? No, I don't believe that.
Even if it
bullshit.
was true, nobody
LeBron passing
that
ball.
shit.
If LeBron sees 3 rims, he's not shooting the ball. Period. He's gonna
no, but look at the time that was left on the clock.
It was 53 seconds left on the clock.
No, on the shot clock. On the shot clock. That was the end of the shot clock.
Okay.
It was 3 seconds left. He's not going to pass it up.
You can still
especially with his name.
You can still pass that.
Especially with his name.
Even if
he's
it was
passed
true.
up plenty of shots before.
Listen, what you got to understand. Yes, he has, but that's what got him all the criticism to not be the greatest.
LeBron's going to be criticized no matter what he does.
Everybody's going to be criticized no matter what they do.
That's not true.
Who's not criticized?
A lot of ball players aren't criticized. KD's not criticized. Giannis isn't criticized.
Yes, they
are.
Kawhi.
Listen.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yo, bro, hold up.
Are you guys kidding me?
Giannis Antetokounmpo has arguably had one of the greatest 3-4 year stretches in NBA history and has 0 to show. The man might lose in the first round again this year, bro. So come on, man. You don't hear nothing about that.
No, listen.
You don't hear nothing about that,
but
bro.
you got to understand. No, but there is criticism because the man don't have a jump shot. So that's criticism. That's criticism.
Bro,
when you talk about Kawhi Leonard, it's the low management and that he's not getting over the hump.
But you don't hear about that. They don't
you do
beat
hear about it.
They sweep it under the rug,
Yeah,
man.
they
mention
don't
it.
beat it.
It also goes along with what we all talked about. It's not what you do on the court, it's what you do off the court. Look at his mannerism. You get what I'm saying? As much
that's even worse of an example because look what LeBron does off the court, yet he receives all his criticism,
all his hate.
But he's at the top. That's why these guys are not at the top.
Giannis is at the top.
Every year they come in, they say that these guys are better than LeBron.
Everybody's better than LeBron.
No,
they up there saying,
every time ESPN or any of these people put out these lists,
they say LeBron number one.
No, Kawhi Leonard's been number one. Giannis number one. James Harden, all these different dudes who he'll put out in the playoffs if they play them, and they put them above him. It's crazy.
No, I would never do that. I've never seen that stat line, but I would never do that. I didn't see that list. I would never put anybody above LeBron. Now, there's an argument right now to say who is the greatest. Well, I'm not gonna say the greatest, but the best basketball player in the league right now. Because even this year,
what's the argument? Who?
Hold on, I'm gonna explain. Because this year,
there's only one person that can be close to LeBron in the league right now.
Hear me. Because this year there is there's no definitive of anything.
I think
there's
it was proven.
Hold on.
His team fell to 7 when he was out. I think it's proven.
2 years ago, they didn't make playoffs when he was out.
There was no definitive MVP this year. There's no definitive defensive player of this year. There's no definitive 6-man. There's no definitive rookie of the year. There's no definitive champion this year.
6-man is Jordan Clarkson.
The reason why it's not definitive is because of injury. 3 people
that happens every year,
right? But you're looking at LeBron and Joel Embiid, who was up there. Then you look at the run James Harden had. Embiid and LeBron went down, and James Harden just went to work.
If everybody was still healthy, Embiid was my MVP.
It'd be Embiid or LeBron.
Yeah.
Because
MVP.
Lakers will be a top 2-3 seed right
But what
now.
I can say about that is, as much as I think that LeBron is the GOAT, he should have won more MVPs than he actually won.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question. What other player do you think?
No, well, no, I didn't say that. But Shaq said that Steph Curry is the best player in the league right
false. Recency
now.
bias.
Rasheed Wallace said that Russell Westbrook is the best player in the league right
I heard
now.
that.
There's
That was-
one.
Yes.
There's
Rasheed
only
smoking.
one player.
What's that?
Rasheed smoking.
There's only
Well,
one.
He was doing that in Portland.
LeBron sits at a tier by himself
Facts.
with one other person in the league right now.
Who is
And
that?
that is Kevin Durant.
And I honestly think he's a tier below
Who's that?
Kevin Durant. I think he's just below.
When Kevin Durant
Because-
is healthy, I'm not a
because-
fan of his game, but the way the man scores is
'Cause
just
he's
effortlessly.
effortless. It's true. Effortless.
The problem
Effortless.
is we don't get to see, we're not going to get to see Kevin Durant, LeBron James head to head because Kevin Durant keeps getting a part of these
Super
ridiculous
teams, yeah.
super teams. So my opinion is if LeBron makes it to the finals and beats them this year, nobody can say anything about him. I don't want to hear Kevin Durant in the same conversation with him. No
But
more.
Right.
the difference between that and I think that you said that he's a tier low is because Kevin Durant really doesn't make his teammates better. He actually got better defensively when he went to Golden State because you have so many other
But to
scoring
be- but
weapons.
to be- but to
Let me
be-
focus on my defense.
I think that's overused.
What's-
How many
what's overused?
make your teammates better? How many players in the league right now make their teams make the players on their team better?
On one team, on there's 30 teams in the NBA. On every team, there's one player that makes everybody
No,
better.
that's not true.
Who?
That's not true.
That's-
Yo, bro, hold
yes,
on.
yes.
Hold
On the
on.
Knicks,
Hold on. When I talk about make the team better, I'm talking about if this player was not on the team, this team's not here. I'm talking about Chris Paul make a team better, LeBron make a team better. Not just trying to find a bum and on the worst team in the league and try to say, oh, he got good numbers. LaMelo Ball makes everybody around him better. No, I don't want to hear that. A real player that makes everybody, wherever Chris Paul goes, they're making the playoffs. A person who makes a team better. When he leaves, they're trash. A
But guess
person
what?
who makes a team better.
As good as Chris Paul is, everybody in the league ain't bounce around as much as he did.
right.
As much as he
but,
has.
But that's not what we're talking about right
All right.
now. He's a
Question.
difference maker.
All right.
The difference maker.
We're
Knicks wanted him.
Hey, listen. Does Luka make people better?
I don't think so.
You don't
I think he does. Yeah, I think
he's
he
on
does.
one. He's on
His
Dallas.
team's trash.
He's on Dallas. On Brooklyn, does James Harden make people better?
James Harden makes people better.
I think he makes it easier.
Yo,
I
you
think he
guys
makes
here.
it easier for them to score, but I don't think he makes them better.
Okay.
Okay.
On the
okay.
Knicks, Julius Randle, does he make people
No.
better?
No.
He hasn't made people better?
No.
He's
No.
literally
Who was Reggie Bullock?
He's not,
still
he's
nobody.
still
No,
nobody.
don't say that. He's
still
hitting clutch
nobody.
shots.
He's the same dude who's
No.
always been.
Stop it. When he was with Detroit and them, he wasn't doing any of this stuff.
because they were a bum team. That wasn't because he was.
Oh
he
my
wasn't.
God.
He's doing the same
and the
thing he's
Knicks have
always
no.
done.
And the Knicks have no superstars yet. We're in the playoffs.
Julius Randle is literally their everything.
Correct.
He's
and
not
he's the
making
one who's
anybody
making them better.
He's not making.
not
them
making them
better.
better.
Listen,
He's
he's
not
making
making
the
them
right
better.
pass because he knows that this is their spot and they're hitting the
Passing
shot.
to an open person is not making them better.
So what do you classify as making somebody better?
What, like he said, what LeBron does.
Okay,
What-
this is his first year doing it.
He's been in the league how many years?
in the league
now?
5, 6 years, bro.
Because this is his first year. He got behind Kobe. You're not gonna
behind Kobe.
No,
Kobe was done.
No.
Kobe was done.
No, Kobe wasn't done.
If Julius Randle would have played like this, it would have been his team, not Kobe's.
No, he's not going to surpass Kobe. When he went to New Orleans, he was putting up these same numbers, but you're not going to surpass AD.
in New Orleans, he was averaging like 12 and 8.
No,
bro.
nigga Vito, man.
Are you kidding me?
No, he wasn't.
Google.
Look at
Google
his
works,
numbers,
my friend. Google
Look at his
works.
numbers,
no,
man.
This is
gonna
literally
look right
the
now.
first time Julius Randle has been doing this.
No, it's not. Look at his numbers. It's classified as most improved, which he will get, and that's because he's doing it on the bigger stage by himself.
So that-
Other than that, he had a sidekick who was doing everything.
He was the sidekick.
Correct.
That one year in New Orleans, he averaged 21 points, 8.7 rebounds, and 3.1 assists
Okay.
on 52% shooting.
Okay. That's exactly why he can do that. He can put
all
that
right,
up
but
on the
okay,
rate.
he could score. But the thing is, are you making other people around you better? There's not too many people in the league that do that. Nobody. We can go through Boston. Nobody in Boston makes anybody else better.
Anthony Davis not making.
He's not making nobody better.
You said who what?
Anthony Davis not making nobody better.
No.
There's not too many players that literally Giannis is not making anybody better. There's not a lot of players that we could put Luka in there, but I'm iffy with that But
The only reason I put them in there because they roster just look trash to me.
Yeah,
I don't be
the
understanding
roster's
how
No.
they win. Like I don't be
So
understanding how
they
win.
play. They
It's just-
actually in the playoffs.
just
They're going to
deal-
play against
The Clippers.
LA, the
You just-
Clippers.
you just deal with a lot of great players. But
What do you think is going to happen with that?
all right,
one?
hold on. Let's finish running through the East though,
What's up?
because we went to the West.
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So we said
So
Washington.
now you got the Knicks versus the Hawks.
I think
that's 4 and
I
5, right?
think the Knicks in
Yes.
6. I think the
I
Knicks in
got
6.
I got the Knicks in 6
But
as well.
I was gonna use the fact that the Hawks don't play defense, but Nate McMillan changed that team. So I wouldn't be surprised if they won the series, but I'm not picking
I
them
think
to win.
I think this series with the Knicks is going 7.
Seven.
I think it's going 7, and I think the Knicks need to stick with what worked.
Yeah. Don't switch it up.
Like
Oh, no, they're not gonna switch it up.
Their defense literally has to be everything.
But you know that
'Cause you
when
know
the
that- you
playoffs
know-
come, you buckle down. So
you know
their
they not-
defense is going to get tighter.
They're not keeping up with much. They're not gonna be able to keep up with everybody scoring. if their
Atlanta
defense
got
is
so
trash.
much
Question.
damn weapons.
Who's taking the last shot?
On the Knicks,
Knicks. Question. You got Julius Randle,
Julius Randle.
or Derrick Rose?
Derrick
Julius
Rose.
Randle. I'm giving
Who's
it to
taking the last
Julius.
shot- his last shot?
I watched him shoot it in AD's eye twice. I'm giving it to Julius Randle from 3.
I'm
I didn't know he
Rose.
had that. I was like, bro.
I'm going Rose.
Because I watched that game when they lost. Was it to LA? That game that they lost, where Rose kicked it out to Barrett, and Barrett shot a 35-footer and hit the backboard, air ball basically.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Rose should have got that back. I was disappointed with that. But
I'm not an RJ Barrett fan at all.
I mean, he played. He played better
He
this
is.
year.
Oh,
He
a
played
lot better. I just don't like the way he plays. I like Duke, but I just never been a fan of his.
nah. So we got now. This is gonna be a goodie because you mentioned this 3 and 6, Milwaukee versus Miami.
Miami.
You got Miami?
Yeah, I'm picking Miami to go to the conference.
I
finals.
like Miami. No, you can't because next they will play the 2 seed.
They got
You
the
think they're
Nets.
gonna beat
Oh,
Boston?
They'll beat the Nets.
yeah.
No.
No, I don't think they'll beat the Nets. But I think if they had the opportunity, they would beat everybody else.
I agree with that. I'm a Miami fan. I like their team. Health is their biggest issue. That's their biggest problem. Even last year, I thought they could have beat the Lakers, but too much health. Bam was hurt. Dragic was hurt. Jimmy Butler was doing damn near every goddamn thing that needed to be done. He did it, and he had the exhaustion face. He was exhausted.
Yeah, after every game, he looked like.
You got.
I think this is gonna be a long series.
Oh yeah. I agree. I agree.
I'm gonna.
Now,
My heart says Miami. My heart says Miami because I do think they got the better coach. I do think they got a deeper roster, but honestly, I don't think Miami gets to the finals if they got to go into another team's home and beat them. That bubble shit, sitting in silence and playing somebody in an empty gym.
Different.
I hate that. I hate that.
No, that plays a very.
I hate no. What
The reason why you can't say that, you got teams that are horrible road teams, bro. That rely on home teams and on home games, and when you're playing in a bubble where you're not influenced by the crowd or any of that other shit, the booze and all that shit that people can't handle, it's a difference, man.
That's
So
why you see
we
all
grew
them
up-
50-point games.
but we
dudes
grew
was
up
water.
But we grew up playing in silence. So what's the difference? You've been doing that your whole career since you were
right,
a young child.
and it's different when you're playing in silence from when you got to walk into a hostile environment, a playoff game, a game 7 or a game 6 and win in a hostile environment. That ain't easy to do.
I don't like how because like I
So
said,
my heart's saying Miami, but I think Giannis is gonna. I think the Bucks will pull this out.
I like Miami, and I don't like the fact that they discredited them going to the finals last year because they're a really good team.
They
just
are.
like everybody's discrediting Phoenix this year, and also discrediting Utah.
Who's discrediting Phoenix?
Everybody. Chris Paul is supposed to be an MVP candidate, and he's not.
He is. Yeah, he's
not.
He's gonna finish in the top 5.
Listen, that's still not nothing.
His numbers aren't good enough. That's the problem.
But listen, but he changed that
He
team.
did, but at some point you got to look at the numbers.
No, you can't keep saying look at the numbers.
You
Look at
have
Steve
to.
Nash. Look at Steve Nash. What about that?
Steve Nash, those shits are debatable. He took two MVPs from Kobe, in my opinion. So I don't want to
He
hear
took it from Kobe because
Yeah.
Shaq say he took it from him.
Okay, took one from Shaq too. But you got to look at the numbers when it comes to MVP. It can't just be, oh, they're the number 2 seed, so it's all him.
I would agree. You have to look at the numbers, but no one expected them to be in this position
At all. People were saying they're going to be 7 or 8.
because even look last year what he did with OKC.
Facts. Again,
They said that was a rebuild, and yet
I remember
He's
they blossomed.
a difference maker.
He should have been an MVP candidate last year.
Makes everybody around him better.
I think he should have got one.
I don't even think we need to go to the next selection. I think that's 4 games, easily.
You think he getting swept? You think
100%.
Boston getting swept?
100%.
I don't got
There's no Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum not gonna lay 50 every game.
He not gonna fill 50 every game.
Nah.
Who they gonna put on him?
Even if he does.
They're not gonna win, bro.
Who they gonna put on him?
Whoever they want.
Brooklyn's not coming out to play no defense.
You sure?
They
Because
coming out-
Kyrie Irving said that he's not into basketball. Also, KD said the same thing too.
Well,
Well, we got to see, but
the thing about that is, while people sit back and say Kyrie said he's not into basketball, there's other shit that people got going on in their lives. When you think about it, when Kyrie steps on the court, that man is into basketball.
Yes, he could play.
He 50, 40, 90. He's in that club. He's in
could
that
play.
club this year, bro.
He could play.
When Kyrie laces up, bro, he's all in.
He could play.
he's
So
not a difference maker, though.
in the
No.
no, he doesn't make nobody better. Nothing.
You're not winning a championship with him as your best player.
No, you're not.
I don't even think Kyrie can be your second best player.
I don't think so
And
either.
you win. Well, you could be a second best player and you win a championship. You're gonna need a strong
This is-
third though.
Okay. So this is the same thing. So now on the west side, we got Denver and Blazers. Now, real quick, I got the Blazers winning. But if the Blazers lose, they need to get rid of Terry Stotts. Just like if Milwaukee lose, they need to get rid of Mike Budenholzer because they got a good team, yet they not getting anywhere.
I think Terry Stotts getting fired after this playoffs, no matter
that's
what.
yeah. Oh, even if, but they
because let me ask you a question. Do you think you think you could win a championship with Damian Lillard being your best player?
No.
You can't. Not win a championship with Dame as your best player.
but
Or your number one option.
But who you gonna put? Who? But how many people are much better than him that you gonna?
He needs another big time player.
But that's the thing, though. They have 2 guards. That's their team is 2 guards. Their
But-
best players are 2 guards.
So
When's the last time that won?
Golden State.
That's different, though.
That's not different,
No,
bro.
no. Hear me out.
They got
Golden
KD,
State,
though.
No, but they won before
They
KD,
won,
though,
But it was
bro.
going to be a wrap
But
for them.
that's-
LeBron
that's-
was going to
that's-
win. If
but
they would have
that's-
kept going, LeBron would
But
have won
that's
4 in
the
a row.
system, though. Portland plays isolation. They don't have a system. They're lowest in the league in assists. They're lowest in the
Yeah,
league
it's
in
like,
defense as
you
well.
You make one, I make one. You make one,
Yes,
I make
that's
one.
it. But even
Yeah,
back in
Terry
the days, they used to
Stotts,
talk about it and say there's something in the Portland, Oregon water because everybody that goes to Portland gets hurt. When they had the Rasheed Wallace back in the days, you got Greg Oden, you got Brandon Roy, you got Damian Lillard, McCollum, Nurkic can't stay healthy. Everybody's getting hurt when you go to Portland. That's one destination nobody wants to go to.
I got Denver winning that.
I
I
got-
think Denver will win that in about 6 games.
I got Portland. I would say Denver if Murray was still playing.
Nah. Murray, they didn't drop off when Murray fell out.
They did.
And
They
Michael
did.
Porter, he
But you
he
think-
showed up this year.
But you think, all right, I understand the regular season where you got Joker bringing the ball up. In the playoffs, Joker ain't bringing that ball up.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't bringing that ball up in the
Of course he is.
Joker's
He's
the best player. Joker's the best player on that floor, bro.
We'll
he
see.
is. He's the best player on that floor.
We'll see. I disagree.
The offense runs through him, so
It does.
he's doing
It does.
everything.
It
But
does.
they have a lot of foundational pieces. I think I don't have faith in them going
I
far.
I say that because Joker is slow. You get what I'm saying? And it slows down, but whenever he has that ball
But-
in his hand, he runs.
But
That's
Portland ain't no fast break team. They're not catching that ball.
No,
and
no,
flying
they
down.
aren't.
And they're terrible defensively.
Yeah, especially
They
with-
are. They are.
I know. I
It's
know.
gonna be a lot of
Melo.
high-scoring games. I
know-
think it's going to go 7.
Yeah, I know Melo gonna want to do something. He going against Denver.
Or go against his old team.
Well, I mean, he gonna try and do something. I'm not
don't
gonna
do
say he
that.
gonna
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
What
that.
you got left, Melo?
Don't do that.
Nothing.
You're real disrespectful. Don't do
Nothing.
that. But you got your Phoenix boys playing your LA boys. Who you like?
Lakers in 5.
In 5?
Yeah, Phoenix going to get the first game.
See, that's what I said. They're not giving nobody the Phoenix credit. They're not giving Phoenix any credit.
I'm just looking at the teams. I'm just looking at the teams. I don't know how deep they are for the playoffs.
I'm going with. You done, bro?
No, go ahead.
I'm going with the Lakers too. The thing about it is,
LeBron ain't never lose first round.
he never lost first round. Nobody in Phoenix is tested but Chris Paul. He hasn't gotten past the conference finals. And that Laker team is a championship team, you know. So, you know, LeBron's been here. The important thing for Phoenix is to jump out early. Like you said, they got to win that first game. And LeBron's going to turn that switch on at some point. If Lakers come out lackadaisical and they lose a game, you're going to count. LeBron's going to win them about a game or two. So, you know, Phoenix is going to want to jump ahead. But if they let LeBron jump in front of them first, it's over.
So if they get 2-0, it's over.
Yeah,
Like
LeBron's
if Lakers are up 2, there's no coming back.
LeBron's a monster, bro. Like I still don't forget what he did against Boston with Miami. I think when they was down 3-2, bro.
Yeah.
Walking into TD Bank Arena, you know, 30 in the first half. Man said, "I'm not coming out the game, bro. I'm playing all 48 minutes, bro," and did it. 45 points, did it.
All right, so we rushing on time.
Who you
So
think? Who you think? You didn't give.
I like you guys know me. I'm an underdog guy, so I got to go with Phoenix, man. I love underdog.
How many
I
games?
love underdog.
7, 6.
If Phoenix wins-
wait. Are you picking Phoenix because you think they're going to win, or do you want them to win?
I want Phoenix to win.
Oh, okay.
But do I think they will win? No.
Okay, I just had to make
No.
sure.
Okay.
No. I don't think they'll win. But overall, who you think gonna win the championship?
Nah, keep going to the West though.
That's everything in the West.
Nah, we got the
You got
Clip- we
Utah.
got the-
Utah is going to play.
No, that's a throwaway series.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Who-
one
who's
don't
this-
matter.
Utah. The playing game is tonight. It's Grizzlies versus Golden State.
Yeah.
And Utah's going to play the winner of that.
You think Utah beat Golden State in the 7-game series?
Without a doubt.
I think
Okay.
so.
What about the
Without a
Clippers?
doubt. Curry's going to get them one game.
What about the
Oh yeah,
Clippers?
we
Curry-
didn't do Clippers and Mavericks.
Yeah.
But we already said that.
No,
Oh,
we
so who
spoke
you
about.
got?
I want the Clippers to lose.
You want the Clippers to lose?
That whole shit, dropping games to avoid players.
That's what you think they did?
That's exactly what they did.
That is what
I don't think
did.
they
They
did that.
dropped those games to avoid the Lakers. Bro.
You got to understand,
Nah.
everybody in this
Bro.
league is a professional.
Listen.
You could have an off night.
No.
They sat their
They-
best players
exactly.
2 games in a row.
They purposely did that to avoid the Lakers early in the playoffs. Listen, when you going and if you good and you confident with who you are as a team, it don't matter who the fuck is in front of you. Give me them and I'm gonna beat them. If you know y'all good, when you start ducking teams.
They even sat Boogie. Boogie don't need no rest.
Exactly.
No,
Like, nah.
he don't need rest, but he hurting though. He got some old knees, man. He hurting, man.
Man,
That's good to
that
sit
man need to
Boogie.
be in rhythm. He
Paul
needs to be playing.
Poor George, I don't trust him. He needs to just shut up and play ball.
He talks too much.
Yeah,
man.
I don't trust Paul
He's
George.
in my
for
top
nothing.
5 though
Top 5 what?
in the league right now.
Bugging.
He's one of my favorite.
He
players.
might not even be top 15,
No,
bro.
I'm talking about he's as far as my favorite players.
Oh, okay,
that's what
okay,
I mean. That's
okay,
what I mean.
okay.
No. I'm not saying that he's top 5 in the league. I'm saying top 5, one of my favorite players.
All right, so we do got to wrap. So let's go to
yes.
championships.
So who you guys think going? It's up in the air. It's up in the air. Honestly, it's up in the air. I think it might be. If you ask me, I think it might be Utah, and Brooklyn.
Utah's not going nowhere.
Utah
bro.
and Brooklyn.
Utah's not going nowhere, bro. That team, they're not going anywhere.
No way.
Utah and Brooklyn.
Who's Utah's best player?
45. They're not going. That's exactly why they're not going
No,
anywhere.
but listen, they have a collection of team. Any given night, somebody could be the main scorer, the high scorer. You got Bogdanovic and you got Clarkson.
Teams
And
like-
if
you
you're
got
relying
Conley.
on Bogdanovic to be your best scorer,
No, this is what I'm trying to say. Anybody on that team could get off and still win.
Teams like that
He
don't
can-
win
he can
often
ha-
in the
he
in
can
the
have-
playoffs.
Donovan can have a 14-point game and they still win because they got other people who score
but
20 and
isn't
better.
that on any team?
Nigga Vito, no. If Randle is not scoring 25 and 30, the Knicks are losing.
Nah, come on. Randle put up like 18 the other day in the next one.
Who they played?
I don't know. I ain't watching no Knicks game.
Who you got? Who you got? Who you got for the finals?
Fucking Lakers, man.
I got
Lakers versus-
over Nets.
Huh?
You got the Lakers over the Nets?
I got the
6.
Lakers as far as who they go against.
Because the Lakers, they win, they will play either Denver or Portland.
Yeah, they're gonna beat both of them in
They gonna-
5.
they gonna beat 'em.
Probably 4. Because they played them both last year. Like it's going.
See,
LeBron.
that's why I'm disappointed
LeBron
that
on the-
Murray's not Murray. I'm a
And the
fan of
Clippers
Murray.
and the Clippers gonna do all that just to not make it to the
Facts.
conference finals to go against the Lakers. That's whole shit, man. I don't like that, bro.
I think Luka taking them out first round.
I don't like that.
You
man.
really think Luka?
I think Luka's
Luka's a bad boy, man.
Luka is something different, man.
I got Utah and Brooklyn. You have
He said Utah,
Lakers.
bro.
Utah.
Yo, y'all not giving Utah no
I got
credit.
no.
Listen,
Y'all not
in
giving
the
them any
playoffs,
credit.
You don't. Your best player, your best 2 players are not the best, or not even in the top 2 players on the court. I'm sorry.
So you think AD could just give it to Goldberg?
AD's gonna have his way with Goldberg.
Hell
What?
yeah.
He's gonna have his way with him.
No, he's not.
Because he's gonna make him step out.
He's
He's a
gonna take him
defensive player.
outside.
He's gonna take
and then
him
he's gonna
outside
take
and
him
he's
off the dribble.
Yes.
Every time. Until they take him, until they put him on the bench.
No, they're not gonna put him on the bench. He's the
then
anchor.
he's just gonna get his food ate.
That's
a perfect matchup for
He's
AD.
the anchor.
Those are the type of matchups AD love.
No, he can guard positions.
He's not guarding him out on the perimeter. AD is going to face him up just like he does to anybody else who's slow-footed and beat him off the dribble.
All right.
And get
It's
50.
a matter of time. Remember what we said, man. I got those
For
two.
the Lakers, it's all dependent on health. If LeBron play this weekend, and
Also, same thing with Brooklyn. Health.
yeah,
Health and mentality. Mental illness. That as well. Because they have to be ready. But everybody is in the NBA. Real quick, everybody in the NBA is a professional. So there's a lot of things that's going on right now with Kwame Brown when they say that he was a scrub.
That's
Would you
messed up.
classify him as a scrub?
No. 12 years. 12 years in the league, man.
by NBA
He's
terms,
not good.
by NBA standards, he was a scrub.
He wasn't good.
He was a scrub.
But
Kwame Brown.
I've listened to interviews, I watched interviews, and it says he's a scrub by who's mean, because if you're calling him a scrub, that means you're comparing him to somebody.
You're comparing him to his contemporaries, the people he plays with, and on a professional level, he wasn't good to compete on a professional level. Now
He came out in 2001. At that time, the big man was still active. That was still the highest position.
He had a lot of things stacked against him. Like, he had MJ there destroying him, his confidence. The coach, Doug Collins, destroying his confidence. Then all this weight of he was
Being
the
a number
best.
one pick.
It wasn't just that. They were saying he was, like, hands down better than everybody in the
didn't
draft.
they say he was like
The draft was
he was
weak, though.
destroying all the big men in the draft, all this stuff. So I don't know. I just feel he wasn't in the right situation. I don't think he was a good player, but he could have played 15, 16 years because he does the things that you need a big man to do.
But did he
set
really
screens.
play? Like, I know he lasted 12 years, but he ain't played 12 years.
No.
He
his
ain't played
games
12
played.
years because he was on the bench. He was riding the bench a long time.
I disagree with that.
He was riding the bench.
played a
What
little
teams he
bit.
played? He played with Washington. He was drafted by Washington. He went to
Played with the Lakers. Played with Charlotte.
he played with Charlotte.
Yeah,
He
that's
did play
where
with Charlotte.
Stephen Jackson.
He just like when he retired, what 2013, 14, or something like that?
yeah.
He was just a bum.
Yeah, at that point, nobody wanted him.
He was just a bum. He's just, but I mean,
But the
He's been a
the
punch-
league was changing during that time too. And if you don't have a jump shot, you out the league.
he's been a punchline. So I mean, the fact that he's talking for himself, I'm a huge advocate for that.
But you got to understand though, they didn't say nothing that was detrimental to him as his character.
Why are you bringing this man up and talking about him? He's been irrelevant for like 9 years.
There's been so many busts in the league that came after him, top picks.
Facts.
Why? Greg Oden,
Anthony Bennett.
He got hurt.
So he's still a
He's out the
bust.
league.
He was still a bust. You heard or not, you still a bust. And it's just Stephen A. Smith, Kwame Brown, and it's
Yo, he violated him.
All the
I
time.
was watching the clips and I was like, damn man, why he go so hard? on him?
Charlemagne speaking on shit he shouldn't be talking about. That's why he eviscerated Charlemagne and
Yo,
Envy.
but he violated
He
because why did
eviscerated
Charlemagne?
him.
But Charlemagne brought up his family
That
and
was
his
stupid.
history.
It was just stupid.
I don't-
What
I don't
point
under-
are you trying to make?
But he's saying don't mess with Kwame because Kwame
His
has a
family's
history.
crazy.
But then Kwame came back and said, "Listen, Jeffrey Dahmer, he ate people. That doesn't mean his whole family's going to eat people.
Right.
Listen, I'm a man and I'm standing up for what I believe in. Nobody's going to say nothing to me. But doesn't mean that I'm a murderer. Doesn't mean that I'm violent.
right.
And based on what Gilbert said, nobody don't want to see Kwame Brown, so they better leave that man alone.
Man, that man is 6'11". I don't want
But
to
what
see
did Gilbert
Kwame
say?
Brown.
He said this was the dude that when you went to the club, he felt safe. He was like, he saw Kwame Brown and his brothers beat up 3 security guards each
Niggas
while
is
they were trying to
6'11", bro.
throw them out of a club. He said when they traded him, he stopped wearing jewelry outside. Like Kwame Brown was about that life.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Man is huge, bro.
He is.
And
he
people
is.
calling him a bust. He probably angry all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
but that was his trademark, like his whole entire career. His resume. He's a bum. He's a
And
scrub.
that's bullying, bro.
Does he really have little hands?
yeah, they said he has small hands compared to like other big.
Like compared
They
to
said
like
he
for
couldn't
his
palm-
size?
couldn't palm the ball.
Really?
Whoa.
I ain't know it was
6'11" and he
That's-
couldn't palm the
That's
ball.
what they used to say. I don't know how true.
So
His
how did he
hands
go
look
number one then?
gigantic in them damn videos.
Right.
How you go number one?
In those videos, his hands look gigantic. So I don't know.
Everything is different. What you say?
I said, how you going #1 if his measurements in his hands was
They
that?
claim
But
he
no,
was
they said
killing
he was
everybody.
dominant in high
Yeah,
school.
but, I mean, you got to be able to palm a ball, though.
But
bro.
ain't nobody in high school like 6'11", 300.
But you still got to be able to palm a ball.
Not
Especially as a
necessarily if
big-
you could
as a
dunk with
big
2
man?
hands.
Yeah, big man.
I couldn't
that's
palm a
crazy.
ball, but I could dunk with 2 hands.
Come on, bro. Your hands are big.
No,
You
I
palm
can't
a ball.
palm a ball. I can't palm a ball, but I could dunk with 2 hands. Well, not
Yeah,
anymore,
you're not
but
dunking no more, bro.
not
You
anymore.
ain't got no
But
bunnies, bro.
not anymore. But I was able to. So we're gonna wrap this show up. So a list of everything. Who's the best rapper in the game right now?
Drake.
Kendrick Lamar.
Stop.
Listen, I'm not even. That's a
can't-
whole
we
nother.
can't-
That's
we
a whole
can't
nother.
debate
That's
this.
a whole
We can't
nother
debate
conversation.
this.
I can't even give my answer because
Nah. Give me an answer.
who I
bro.
think.
They're gonna laugh at you.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, you gonna say Joe Budden?
Nah. The best rapper. See, I listen to all stuff, man. So,
So
it's
who
like,
you think is the best rapper in the game right now? So you think it's Thugger?
nah.
I would accept.
I would.
Thugger's dope.
I would accept that answer.
All right, then I go with Doug. 'Cause-
Nah. Is that who are you gonna say? 'Cause
Who
you-
would I would have said?
Yeah.
The best rapper? I'd probably say after listening to Cole, I like his album. But prior to that, I probably would have said Young M.E.N, but she fell off to me.
Her album wasn't good. This album wasn't good.
Nah, I was disappointed with this, man. She need to go back to the braids and not the dreads.
Gotcha.
Nah, it was disappointing, man. So you said Drake.
Hands down.
You said Kendrick. I say,
Kendrick Lamar don't put out enough to be considered.
but he
the best.
actually has an album coming out this year.
Yeah. What has he done before that? It's been 2 years, 3 years since he dropped.
Been 4.
See, he doesn't put out enough for me to
For him
consider
to say
him.
him the greatest, or
the
good
best
rapper,
rapper
the
right
rap-
now.
His music is so quality that it lasts. So he makes music that lasts longer.
I
than
haven't
Drake
heard
to me.
anybody bumping his
yeah,
joints.
Nah, that's false. I don't hear nobody bumping his shit.
Well, then again,
4 years later, maybe not.
but then again, we got to understand though. He coming from the West Coast too. We East Coast, so that sound is just different. So on the West Coast, they probably bumping that heavy, just like we bump out East Coast stuff.
Right.
You know, Jay ain't come out with an album in a few years, but yet East Coast still bump Jay.
That's true.
All right. So we set our top. So who you think going to the championship?
Lakers winning.
You think Lakers winning it all?
Yeah.
I got Brooklyn or Utah winning it all
Okay.
because I got those two in the finals.
Okay.
All right. As far as the Kwame Brown situation, I think that, like you said, his name should have never came up, but I understand why it came up because they had a podcast just similar to ours, and it got real personal, which it shouldn't have gotten.
I'm glad he spoke up for himself because the people that was talking shit about him, professional career wise,
Trash.
have no position. Have no reason to be talking about nobody.
But then again, he also mentioned you guys are bringing up stuff that happened when I was 17 years old throughout my career.
the man's like 30 something years
He
old.
said,
now.
"Yo,
Almost
you
40.
have no idea the businesses that I have right now, and then you're hurting my character.
Yeah.
If this man is let's say this man is a Fortune 500 company owner, whatever the case may be, you hurting his character.
Right.
People who never knew he probably played basketball looking at him like, this is your lifestyle. This is what you gonna let people say about you."
But listen, he fought fire with fire. You saw what he did with Charlemagne.
Oh, yeah.
So
Real quick, the line that stuck out the most to me was when Steven Jackson said, "We're not gonna let you use our name for clout," and he's like, "Why not? Why are you not gonna let a black man use your name for clout when y'all are using my name for clout?" It's
Right.
like, what's the point? So, I like a lot of what he was saying.
stand up for yourself, man. Stop letting these people talk about you and do all that. Everybody like to stay about the fray. Oh, I'm not gonna pay no attention to that. But that wears on you after a while. When everybody's talking about you and you're a punchline and everybody's mocking you. Speak up for yourself. I encourage everybody to speak up for themselves. It's very important that you do so.
That's the message of the day.
Fact though.
Sweet life. We out.